Hi everyone, welcome to Akasha's Gone Wild. This is a space where I get to be fully myself, even if it is not easy, and I hope that you can do the same. So I'm going to invite Sedna today. I really want to channel a message from her. Sedna is a dwarf planet that was discovered in 2018 or 2016, and it's in the orbit, it's beyond Mercury. So far away and small far away, if you have that Father Dead reference. Anyway, we're gonna channel a message from her, and I've just come from doing a card reading for a couple of the mums from the school, and the main message is learning that you can receive more, that you are allowed to receive everything. And also when you think something is not possible, to make it possible through your visualization and your mind, to just set the intent that what you want is possible. It's just you don't believe it yet, and your external world reflects your external world reflects your inner world. I think my cat needs to go out. Camo, do you want to go out? Cam? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? Write in the comments, what do you want? Please like and subscribe as well, and share with your friends if it can help them. So Sedna didn't want a husband. This is the the myth of Sedna, which is from the Inuit tribe, and basically she her father, when she was at the end of her life, she was holding on to the canoe where her father wants her to, he's going to capsize. So she cuts all her fingers off as she's clinging onto the canoe, and as he is, the blood turns into all the sea mammals. Before that, there was no sea mammals. And when she is unhappy, the sailors or the tribesmen, they say, well, it's the sea is not happy, or there's no fish. It's because she's unhappy and she needs to have her hair brushed. And I think this is a perfect image for self-care, and especially for women. Men too, but for men it's easier to do what you want. For women it's much harder to put your needs first instead of thinking about other people's needs. So the divine feminine energy is receiving with grace, receiving as the giving. I give by receiving. What does this mean? This means you receive a present, you receive help, you receive a bouquet of flowers, and the way you receive it is the way you give back, not by going and giving another bouquet back. It's by receiving with grace. This is what nourishes the man. This is the dance of the masculine and the feminine. The feminine needs to be worshipped. Our mothers and grandmothers have taught us that the principle of the feminine is giving. Giving is masculine, it's doing. The feminine is the receiver. We receive. We are the oracles. Being a mum is being, not doing. Okay? So, Sedna, I'd like to have a message from you. I invite the south, the west, the north, the east, Pachamama, Father Sky, all our guides. I invite 2 grounding angels for each one of us. I ask that we be lifted up with the help of Orion and 100,000 angels now. And I ask us to receive this beautiful shower of light to cleanse down through all of our chakras, our crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral base, legs, knees, calves and feet down into the center of the earth. And I would like that all women watching this video and men who need it as well in a different way, in the masculine way, that all the women receive the calling or the permission or the intention that they can have it all. And any guilt can just be washed away now. And I invite Sedna to come and tell us her story and to bring us a message of light. Greetings, I am here. I come with all my fellow sea beings. Each and every one of you is connected to the ocean. Those who watch this video will feel a connection to the ocean. If you see yourself as a mermaid or a merboy, or if you see yourself as a connection to dolphins or whales, turtles, or other sea creatures, know that this is the message from these beings to your heart. Now, my story is particular, and why I will come today for you and tell you this story is so that you can let yourself live the lives that you desire. In this story, there has been many misinterpretations of it. And therefore, what is important to retain are two elements to this story. One was my father, in order not to capsize, cut my fingers and sacrificed me. This also means, for those who are parents, that you must let your child, you must sacrifice your child in order to regain balance in your own life. You are not doing your child a favor if your child is an adult. This is different. This does not apply to young children. But it is at a certain point around puberty where you must put yourself before your child. And this is counterintuitive for most women. Why is it important? The principle of the divine masculine is to have a very clear goal. And that goal requires sacrifice. To keep the kayak, to keep the balance, you must be willing to sacrifice those that you cannot bring along with you. What does this mean? This means that you cannot force anyone to drink. You can bring a horse to water, but you cannot force the horse to drink. This is the same here. In my lifetime, my father wanted me to be a specific person. I did not conform to his wishes, and this was not beneficial for his kingdom. So it can be seen as selfish, but it also is staying true to oneself. And if a parent or a child are not aligned, it is okay to cut away from that energy. Good things, such as the creatures, came from it. It can be seen in a dual way of life and death, but we're reminding you all that death is not a problem. Staying true to yourself is more important than disappointing your family members or others. And the same applies to if your child's difficulties are taking over your inner peace, it is time to trust that they are on their own path, to not see them as a victim or in the triangle of Karpman triangle and to let go of the control. You can then tell a new story around your children that they are thriving. If you're worried about your children, you're seeing them as victims. You're seeing the things that are happening to them as difficult instead of seeing it as a gift. The story that you are telling is not productive for yourself or your child. So change that story now. This also applies if you are around parents who are eating your energy or energy vampires. You are allowed to cut the cords also. This is important. Do not let your boat capsize. The other important information here is to not let other people's judgments affect your behavior. In this story, I was killed by my father, sacrificed because of his fear of what others would think of him. Not accepting who you are. And then the next part that is very important is when you are not taking care of yourself first, you will be creating a negative energy. Self-love, self-care is imperative. So how do you do this? You need to spend a time alone, creating and connecting to spirit. If you do not create, if you do not connect to spirit, if either of these two things are not in place, you will be unsatisfied in this lifetime. This is a bold statement, but this is absolutely true. Are you being creative? Are you connecting to spirit? Two very, very, not important, but imperative things to do. The other is, are you staying true to yourself? This is my main message for all of you here that will listen to this message. Are you staying true to yourself? This is what I do. Is it what you do? Even if it costs you your life, even if it means that you have the worst betrayal possible, or that appears to be, you stay true to yourself and good things come from it. The animals that come from the blood in the ocean, the mixing of the blood in the ocean and my fingers and the blood being cut and these animals coming from it are blessings. Staying true to yourself is important. What I would like to portray today for you is the world that you are living in is consistently changing. There are many, many, many vibrations and many different frequencies. If you think of a radio, the number of stations as you are expanding are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And therefore you can be living with others, but at a different frequency. This is why they talk of different versions of reality, because this is absolutely true. There has been shifts in your reality, changes, and this is happening and occurring often and frequently, that things are shifting and the perception of reality is different amongst you all. And therefore, what we suggest is to have a direct connection to spirit, where you are creating the timeline that you seek and you wish to be on. Now, how do you do this? How do you manifest what you want? Or how do you live in a timeline where you absolutely love yourself and that is reflected in the world around you? How do you do this? It is absolutely simple. It is about listening to anything that is evoked within you. If you have something that is uncomfortable, something that comes up and an experience inside or outside that is triggering you, listen to those feelings. Listen to those feelings. If you are suffering, there is a form of belief system that is untrue to you. Either you are saying things about what is possible or you think are not possible that is not true, or you are saying things about yourself that are not true. There are always infinite possibilities. And so we want you to listen to all these aspects coming up as if they are giving you the key to the next step. And any situation that you are facing right now is your golden opportunity. It is a gift. And therefore you must see it as this moment is giving me the golden key, is giving me the key to unlock this door to the direction and the goal that I'm trying to achieve. And so we wish for you to understand that wherever you are at today, know that that is right. And if you are telling a story about this situation that is false or not productive to you, such as if I was, or if this didn't, or blah, 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 you are creating a reality that is stagnant. Whereas if you see it as a golden opportunity, things can move much quicker. You can unlock these doors, unlock these levels, and walk forward with much more ease and grace. It is cleansing now. We are cleansing this energy for you. Your hearts, your heart chakra and hearts, the organs are holding many things and much dense energy. It is holding you back from fully being who you are. This is what I invoke. I come and I help you work through the image of being a victim. I help you transmute your reality so you see things as opportunities. If you nurture your inner world by listening to the suffering, listening to the beliefs, listening to the pain, and letting it just flow through like a wave, you will be able to transform it. Catch any negative thoughts, any negative feelings. These are key moments for you to understand what is happening for you. Anything you have manifested in the external reality is what you have within. Every narcissist, every person, every toxic person is a absolute imperative being in your life, the greatest teacher for you, showing you most likely, where do I need to stay true to myself? Where do I need to give to myself? Where do I need to realign with what I really believe that I can have? Where do I need to start changing my thoughts and feelings to know that what I desire is possible? Do you believe that what you desire is possible? This is the first step. And feel into that. Feel into that. We are here, all of us, all your guides, reminding you that what you seek is in your heart for a good reason and you can have it. It is done. It is done. It is done. It is here. It is done. We want you to get in the frequency of it is done. I am going to get it. Anything I need to do, I'm not going to give up until I get it, or be it, or vibrate at it. I'm not going to stop. I'm getting what I want. What do I want? Stay true to yourself. You have never been a victim. You are in full control. You have all the cards within your hands. The more you love yourself, the more self-confidence you will have. And the loving starts by listening and validating and only affirming that which feels right. See yourself as the child. You would never, ever, ever talk bad to that child. So don't do it to yourself. Don't tell these lies. It is over. Call upon me to help you transform this reality, to help you step out of the victimhood and to be able to fully be your full, authentic, creative, connected self. And so it is. I am complete. Amen. Amen. A woman. Thank you, Sedna. I thank the south, the west, the north, the east, Pachamama, Father Sky, all our guides. What a beautiful message that we most need to hear. I thank you. So you can connect to the dwarf planet Sedna, the goddess Sedna as well, and you can just ask for help, assistance. Help me, Sedna. Help me see my worth. Help me see my value. Help me see my creativity. Help me see what to do. I love you all. I hope you liked this video. Please leave a comment. Love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.